Macmillan Audio presents The Bookshop by the Bay, written by Pamela Kelley, narrated by Stephanie Németh-Parker. Chapter 1. How do you know when a marriage is truly over? Jessica Coleman stared out her kitchen window as she sipped her morning coffee and half listened to her best friend, Alison Page, tell her about the amazing dinner she'd had the night before at the Impudent Oyster. She and Alison had been best friends since they were children living in Chatham, Massachusetts, and even though they'd lived 1,000 miles apart for many years, they still spoke by phone at least once a week, usually early in the morning. We had the oysters Rockefeller, which had lobster too, and a creamy spinach sauce. Oh, you would have loved it. It was their favorite restaurant in Chatham, the small Cape Cod village where they'd both grown up. Alison had never left, while Jessica had moved to Charleston, South Carolina many years ago, after graduating from law school and marrying Parker. Jess, you still there? Alison had stopped talking, and Jessica hadn't even noticed. She felt the beginnings of a stress headache brought on by thinking about the best time to have an uncomfortable conversation with her husband, something they'd both been avoiding. Sorry, I've been miles away. A lot on my mind. Nothing new, just wondering what to do about Parker. No gold stars lately, I take it? Jess laughed. That's an understatement. She'd once joked to Alison that she should put a gold star on the calendar for the rare occasions that she and Parker had sex. By her calculations, it was almost a year now. It just wasn't a priority anymore, for either of them. They'd met during her junior year at Charleston College, and she'd never really been serious with anyone else. He hadn't either. After graduating from law school and getting married, both took jobs at Parker's father's firm in Charleston. They'd settled in Mount Pleasant, one of the area's nicest neighborhoods, and 3 years later had one daughter, Caitlin, who recently turned 30. I'm sorry, have you talked to him about it? Do you want to try to save the marriage? Jess wasn't sure there was anything left to save. She and Parker had been madly in love many years ago. They both worked long hours, and it seemed like the only thing they had in common anymore was work. It's like we're roommates. It's been like that for a few years. We've really sort of drifted apart. And I feel like something has shifted in the past few months. Just a funny feeling that I have. You think he might be having an affair? Alison sounded surprised, and Jess didn't blame her. Parker was the least likely person to have an affair. He worked long hours, and they worked together. She knew his schedule and didn't see how it was possible, but still, the feeling wouldn't go away. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we've just both come to realize this isn't working anymore. Something just feels different. You need to talk to him. I know. I catch him looking at me sometimes, like he wants to have the conversation too, but neither one of us wants to bring it up first. It's just easier to ignore it and keep going on the way we have, I guess. That doesn't sound healthy, Jess. Time goes by too fast. If this isn't working anymore, either try to fix it together or move on. It's not so bad being single. It might be good for you. Alison had been married for 10 years and single for more than 20, and she was best friends with her ex. It was like they got along better since they divorced. Jess had asked her 1,000,000 times if they might get back together, but Alison always insisted that it wasn't like that with them. You're right. I know you're right. I think I might finally be ready. I've never really been single as an adult. It's going to be a change. Suddenly, single as a woman in her mid-50s in Charleston was an intimidating thought. It was a city full of beautiful young Southern women who never left their house without full hair and makeup.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?